Hello, welcome back to comic books buying tips. Maybe it's not quite a tips on buying, but I let you decide. In the previous video on tips on buying, I mentioned three key questions that people should ask when they approach buying a big book, big keys, high dollar books. Where it was, where it is now, and where it's going. Is there a catalyst? Is there a reason? Is there a demand for this book to drive it higher, right? So if you haven't seen the video, the link is below. You can go watch that. But for this video, it is more about what happened next. What if you bought a book and it went down? What now, right? What now if you buy something, let's say you are the unfortunate person that bought the giant size X-Men 1 9.8 for 72,000. I think that's an all-time high. If I remember to screen capture that listing, that heritage auction I was slided in when I edit this video. If you are that unfortunate person, that FOMO, that believe the book is going to the moon, remember, what did I say a few times? The only thing that's designed to go to the moon is the rocket ship that's designed to go to the moon. Not crypto, not a comic book, not a stock, nothing is going to the moon. I know. It's a metaphor people like to use, but it's stupid. For me, it's stupid. You may love to hear it. You may love to spout out, going to the moon. But what now? What if you are the person that bought that book for $72,000? What now? As it is, if I remember, slide in the most recent GPA data, 40,000-ish. What now? Yeah, you have two choices. Okay, well, more than two choices, but I will list, of course, the two obvious choices. Sell, move on, or hold on to the book and wait it out for it to go back higher. Okay, now some books, as I talked about many times before, crash and likely won't go back up. It might go up a little bit, but it might never go back up to the all-time high, because it has no business being that high, and there is no catalyst in the future to make it go up that high again, right? So there are books that crash and then may never return to the all-time high. Okay, so as you evaluate the situation, you need to decide what is the driver that can drive this book higher. 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, however long you have to wait to recoup your money. You have to ask yourself that question and be honest about it, instead of saying, oh, it's people will want it and they're gonna bid it up again. Really? What is the reason why people want it? Okay, give me a good reason why you think something is gonna return to where it was before, because I want to hear the reason. Okay, because often wishful thinking is not the reason. Okay, try to be more logical when it comes down to going through this thought process instead of wishful thinking. Okay, so you have to take a look at the book that you own and say to yourself, okay, I lost X amount of money. Do I want to cut bait, swallow the bitter pills, and take the money, put it in something else that may recoup my money faster, right? Or same example, giant size X-Men 1, maybe in 2 years, Disney, Marvel will launch the X-Men franchise. Maybe the book will recoup and I at least will break even. Yeah, so you need to go through that thought process and evaluate the situation to see if it's something worth cutting baits, because from a stock trader, often it is best to cut your loss as quickly as you can, as I can. and put money where I know can recoup my loss quicker. Okay, that's how most stock traders approach the stock market. It's about limit your damage and pick something that will do better and recoup your loss instead of wait it out. Okay, one of the key lessons I learned many times over is try to take a small loss before it becomes a bigger loss. As a stock trader, that's a mantra that I repeat often to many people. Take a small loss before it turns into a bigger loss. Okay, in comic books, not as easy, not as simple. Okay, because it's very inefficient. I'm sure you have heard me talk about that often. Things move fast and it's very inefficient. From one copy to the next copy can be a drop from 72,000 to 45,000. There's no in between. Okay, so you can be the buyer at 72,000. Next month, next auction, 45,000. Boom, you caught. Okay, so if you are the unfortunate owner of some books that you bought at the high, for example, take a look at Spider-Man 300, a book that was ultra hot, and then it came down. Okay, yes, once again, what is in store for its future? The next movie? Yeah, especially if the next movie is appearing with Spider-Man now that they are merging the universe. So you might get your chance fairly quickly, maybe in 2 years, right? And many people have emailed me to ask questions like, Nick, what should I do? And I usually am very blunt with my answer. What is in store for this book 2 years from now, 3 years from now? Why do you think this book will go back up? Give me a good reason. If you can't find a good reason, a valid reason, then why are you holding on? Unless it is a book that you want for your collection and you don't care and you're gonna take it to the grave with you. Okay? That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.